Hello friends, welcome to my channel Patra Tutorial. In this video I'm going to discuss the auto storage class in C. Okay, so let's start. The first point is the syntax to declare auto variable is auto, this is the keyword, then space, then data types, then variable name. Okay, the example can be like int x, auto int x. Okay, so this will declare a variable x. Okay, and this is the storage class of this variable is auto. Okay, next point is by default every variable is auto variable. Okay, so if you are not mentioning any storage class, suppose I am writing like this, int x only. Okay, then by default this variable will possess the auto storage class. Okay, next point is what variables. Auto variables have block scope and function lifetime. I told in the last class that the storage class defines three things, right? First one is scope, second one is lifetime, third one is default storage value, right? So auto variables have block scope and the function lifetime. Okay, but what this means, block scope? That means the variable present inside a block will be accessible in this block only, not outside of this block. Okay, and function lifetime, what is the function lifetime? Once this program execution reach this close curly bracket braces, this variable will be automatically vanished. Okay, so this is called function lifetime. If this is the function, something like here, and once the execution of the programs reach this point, then this will be vanished. Okay, this is called function lifetime. Okay, so next is if auto variables are not initialized, by default it contains garbage value. This is the third point. Okay, default storage value. If the auto variables are not initialized, suppose I am writing int, no, let me erase this one. Suppose I am writing auto int x, that's it, then by default this will contain some garbage value. Okay, but if I write x equal to 10, then it will store 10. So if I am not initializing the auto variable, then by default it will take some garbage value. Okay, so auto variable, by default value of a auto variable is garbage value. Okay, so three things to remember. First one is scope of a auto variable is block scope, and lifetime is function lifetime, and default value is garbage value, this one. Okay, so now look at this program, and can you guess what is the output of this program? Okay, so this is my main function, and I am calling the same function mkp 3 times from the main function. Okay, so in the first call the control will go to from this line to here, right? Then it will get inside the function mkp, then auto int a equal to 10, so it will allocate some memory for the variable a and it will store 10, right? Then print a, so it will print 10, right? So first it will print 10. Okay, then a plus plus, then the value of a will be incremented to 11, right? So it will incremented to 11, then again it will reach here. Okay, then this will again go to where, this function, right? Again it will go here. Now since the value of a is already incremented, right? So you might be thinking that this time it will print 11, right? But see, the lifetime of auto variable is what? Function lifetime, right? So once this program execution will reach to this point, okay, so the variable a will automatically be vanished. Okay, that means it will not contain any value. Okay, so again when this function will call this function, then it will come here, then again it will re-declare the variable a, means once again it will declare the variable a and again initialize to 10. Okay, then again it will print 10. okay, so it will not print 11. Okay, and again third time also it will print the same value 10 only. I think you have understood what I am saying. Okay, since the lifetime of auto variable is function lifetime, once the program execution reach to this point, this variable will be vanished or flushed out or something, like means it will be removed or deleted. So again when it will call this function, again it will come here and again reinitialize the value of a to 10 and again it will print 10 only. Okay, so how many times I am calling this function, it doesn't matter, it will print 10 10 10 only. Okay, so it will give output 10 10 and 10. Fine. So this is very important point to note down. You can note down this one. Auto variables are having local lifetime and vanishes after reaching the closed curly braces. Okay, so this is very important one. Okay, next is, now look at this program. This program is having only one function. This is main function. Okay, and inside main function I am declaring declaring as well as initializing two variable a and b, a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. Okay, so suppose this is a equal to 10 and suppose b is another variable here, this is 5. Okay, then I am incrementing the value of a to 11, right? So this will becomes 10 will becomes now 11 and 5 will becomes now 6. Okay, now see I'm starting another block here. Okay, this is separate block. So inside this block again I am declaring one variable called b. Okay, b, and I am initializing the value of b to 10 and another variable called c, and the value of c is the value of c is, let me read this one, 7. Okay, this is the c. Okay, now I am printing three value a b c. Now tell me what will what this printf statement will print and what this printf statement will print. Okay, so these are the two variables a and b inside main function. Okay, a and b, and these are the two variables b and c inside this bracket. Okay, that means these two variables are accessible only in this block, not outside of this block. Okay, so this printf statement will print, see inside this block we have two variables b and c, and since this block itself is present inside the main function, we can access the variable a also in this block. Okay, so it will print what, the current value of a is 11, right? It is incremented to 11, so it will print 11. So a will be 11 and b will be 10 only, not 6, because b is locally available. That means if b is not inside this block, then it will search outside the block, but since the b is present inside this block, so it will print this one, not the outer one. Okay, so it will print 10 and 7. Okay, so the output will be 11, 10 and 7. What about this one, percentage d, a, b and c? See, a definitely it will access this one, right? It cannot access this block. Now this printf statement cannot access this block. Okay, so but it can access these variables, right? So a is 10, b is, a is now 11, b is 6, right? So it will easily print a and b. But what about c? C is declared and initialized inside this block, right? This block, but this printf statement cannot access this block. So what will happen? It will give some error, right? Undefined symbols. Okay, so the output will be 11, 6, and for this one it will not be able to find the variable c, because this c is inside this block only. Okay, so it will print undefined symbol. The symbol is not declared, not initialized, or not that there is no symbol called c. Okay, because this block is not at all visible to this printf statement. Okay, so the summary of this discussion is what, the variable c, since this is present inside this block, we cannot access the outside. Okay, so on the right on the you can note down this first point. In the above program, the scope of the variable c is only within the inner block. Okay, within the inner block, so we cannot access it in outer block. Fine. Next point is the lifetime of all the variables will be ended after reaching the closed curly braces of the main function. So look at this one. A, B, and C. All variables will be vanished after reaching this closed bracket, because all the variables are auto variables. Okay, now look at this program. Now main function is there. Okay, and I am declaring two variables inside main function a and b, and I am starting another block. Okay, suppose let me take this block as block 1. Okay, this block 1, and this is block 2, and this is block 3. Okay, this is block 3. Okay, now tell me the variable a and b. These two variables can be accessed in block 1, block 2, and block 3 also, right? But see, the variable b is declared here as well as here in block 2 also, right? So if I try to access the variable b in block 2, then which variable will be accessed, this one or this one? These two are separate variable, right? This one and this one, the name is same, but this variable is different and this variable is different. If I try to access b in block 2 here, then this will be accessed, not this one, because this is locally available. Okay, so the first point is variables defined in block 1 are accessible in block 1, block 2, and block 3. Okay, provided that there are no inner block variables with the same name of block 1 variable. So this is what I said. If the inner block contains a variable with the same name as of the outer block variable, then if we try to access the variable in the inner block, then the inner block variable will be accessed, not the outer one. Okay, next point is, in the above example, the variable a in block 1 is accessible in block 1, 2, and 3, whereas the variable b in block 1 b is accessible in block 1 only, because see, b is inside block 2 also, right? But variable a is there in the block 1 but not in block 2 or block 3. Okay, so a is accessible in block 2 as well as block 3 also, but variable b is accessible only in block 1, not in block 2 or block 3. If we try to access variable b in block 3, then what will happen? Then the b present in block 2 will be accessed, not the variable b present in block 1. Okay, the next point is variable in block 2, that is m and b. So these variables are in block 2, so these are accessible in block 2 and block 3. See, block 3 doesn't have any variable with the same name as this one, mn or b. Okay, so all these three variables are accessible in block 2 as well as block 3. The last and final point is variable in block 3, that is p and q. So since this is the innermost block, so these variable cannot be accessed from outside of this block, right? And so these variable will be accessible only in block 3. Okay, so this is all about your auto storage class, and we'll continue in the next video, that is static storage class. Okay, so thank you guys. If you like my video, please share with your friends and subscribe my channel.